hotels go for the 21st century, but we've no reason to be otherwise. Oh sure, I've got a computer to check you in. But we find that our guests aren't looking for the so-called amenities like wall-sized virtual reality screens that most hotels have these days. No. People come to Nelson for some other reason. They always have and they always will. I've lived here for 15 years, and I tell you, I never tire of what goes on here. The people, the seasons. When I built this hotel, I put a porch on the front. It was the best decision I ever made. People come and sit there from the end of black fly season till the first snowfall. Now granted, that's not a very long stretch of time, but it's enough for some good stories to get told and for some more stories to get made. The town goes by day, and just when I think I understand it, something happens and I realize I haven't got it figured out at all. But I love it here. This land, this place, and these people. I've made myself quite at home here. So please, come in. Stay for a night or stay for a summer. And if you can't figure out how to leave, well, you won't be the first. Look out on the porch now. There's Justin Hardy. He's been here forever. At least his family has.
It's strange, but there's no zip code for Nelson. There's Munsonville, which of course is Nelson, but if you look for Nelson at the post office, you won't find it.
Might be just as well, don't you think?
And the telephone. If you live in Nelson, you have either a Harrisville or a Sullivan number. If you look for Nelson at the telephone company, you won't find it.
Might be just as well.
Your family been here for a long time?
Yep. My family goes back to before this place was renamed Nelson. That was in 1814.
1814? Why, the War of 1812 is still going on. Now, why on earth would the town rename itself after a British war hero?
Well, it transpired out that an ancestor of mine by the name of Thomas Hardy was flagman on Admiral Nelson's ship at Trafalgar. Nelson was hit by a sniper's bullet from an enemy ship. He lay mortally wounded for hours below deck, counting on Hardy to keep him posted on the progress of the battle. Then, when he knew his end was near, he called out, "Kiss me, Hardy," and then he died.
So then, did Thomas Hardy come to settle with Nelson?
Don't know. But some Hardy did. And they knew about Admiral Nelson. And the town was looking for a new name on account of George Packer, for whom the town had been named Packersfield. He reneged on his promise to give land for a school. So there it be, the truth as far as we know it. I wonder what Admiral Nelson was like.
Did someone say my name? Yes, it's me, Admiral Nelson. Long since vanished from this earthly life and from my earthly vanity. I've come looking for my old flagman, Thomas Hardy. Are there any Hardys here? Any Hardys?
Yeah.
Oh! Yes, and you, why, as I live and breathe, which I don't, of course, spirit and image of Thomas Hardy himself. It's good to see you. And you were wondering what I was like. I'm named Horatio Nelson. I sail the open sea. I joined the Royal Navy to serve my country. I found my fame and fortune and immortality. But I hope that someday, somewhere, there's a town named after me. Well, I sailed up to the Arctic and to the West Indies, and I was made a captain when I was just 20. From San Juan de Granada to North America, and I hope that someday, somewhere, there's a town named after me. knees, and I've dined with royalty. All Englishmen revere my name. I've got prosperity, and o'er my head in a great big room I've got a canopy. I hope that someday somewhere there's a town named after me. Well, I lost my arm, but it did not harm my skill or bravery. Get blown apart by Bonaparte, but I took that victory. And Corsica and Naples, Copenhagen and Cadiz. And I hope that someday somewhere there's a town named after these. At the Battle of Trafalgar, I met my final foe. A voice of God came down and said, "Nelson, it's time to go! I've done my duty to the crown, and now it's time to die." And I hope that someday, somewhere, there's a town named after I. Kiss me, honey!